I'm working currently in UK. I've been here only for a couple of months to join PlayMob on the product and marketing side. The startup previously worked in Barcelona for 3 years with an e-learning company, also product and project management, and earlier than that in Hamburg, been working for XING, the social networking company, the largest in Europe, and some more experiences around product and building websites in Romania and Germany as well, in different other companies, startups. That was the most interesting among all experiences I've met so far. It's a really interesting company. I joined when there were only 10 people. By then it was called OpenBC. They had already a network of 500,000 members, and I really thought, like, this is not going to work. It was early stages, 2004-05. LinkedIn was quite big by then, but then it was Lars Hinrichs, who's a man of vision, and who's surrounding himself with a huge network in Europe, and not only Europe, and the person he worked closely with, very capable people with vision, but as well vision also implementation. So by then there was no product, management, or there was nothing. We were just 10 people, and we're doing different things like calling in press and organizing Oktoberfest, spreading word about ourselves, talking to the members and explaining what OpenBC is about and why should you have a profile with us, and so on and so forth. So we started to move slowly into the direction of creating a product department. I was product manager with them, and I was in charge with registrations, invitations, so they're all projects that monetize and bring money or users. It was interesting to see how that product development or that product management department was actually impacting everything around XING. So everything, marketing, customer relations, finance, they were like driven by what happens in the product thing, engineering, and so on and so forth, because that was the core of the business. And how good you were able to hear, to listen to the market, and to convert that into good products, appealing products, that was directly reflected in the numbers you had as a company. So, and then the customer satisfaction. So this with XING is probably the first place and the best place where I learned how important product is like inside of a business, inside of a company, and the product culture you develop. Yes, it is, and this is the experience I've made with other companies as well in Spain, as in Germany, and here in the UK. If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know your market first of all and the audience, you haven't talked to your people with people out there, and you say, I have an idea, we should be doing this, and who did you ask? Like, is your idea what the other people think you should be doing? So go before you start creating a product and talk to the audience, talk to the people on the street and tell them, what do you think about this? If they say that's cool, tell me more, then you should start developing your product, your prototype, if you're a startup. And then before you get obsessed with that and think like, oh my God, this is great, we're going to be rich, go again and talk to the audience, with people on the street, and ask them, do you think this is good? Would you use it? Are you really interested in this? If they say yes, then just go, release. And this is you, a company with a few people, a product, in the middle of everything, attracting customers, attracting investors, growing this, creating momentum, being in the press. So this product is the core of your business, whether you're a startup or a large company and you have a large scale of products.
So what's your experience until now with Eastern European entrepreneurs, developers, business managers, and so on regarding the product development side?
I think we all learn the same things in school. What makes us different is the culture. So certain countries, and when I mean certain, I mean more the West European countries, talking about. So I worked in Romania at the beginning, so that counts as an East European country and experience. But most of my life I've worked in Western Europe, so I've seen, like, through mentoring the East European countries, startups. The main difference is with East European ones is, okay, they learn their lessons, they go to school, they're really small people, but they were never encouraged to go out there and get a feeling of the market, to get in touch with other entrepreneurs. The educational system wasn't meant to be that way. They were never encouraged to go to networking events. People say, what's that for? It's just losing time. So it's not true. Yeah, you go to a networking event and then you talk about your product and you connect with people, and some people say, you know, I have nothing to do with your product, or I don't know how to help you, but I know some people that might, you know. So you need to create a network around your product. You need to start talking about it in order to get ideas, or to validate whether that is a good concept, or people anyway understand what you're talking about. And on the other hand, to get exposed to the right context, or be contacted with the right people who can help you increase your business and can help you develop that and grow and so on. So I think main difference is Eastern Europeans don't know how to network yet and don't see a benefit in that, and the second one is they're very focused, very conservative about their product. They develop something, but they don't go out there and ask for feedback. They're just like, you know, this is my product and I love it, and if you try to disrupt that in a mentoring session, they get very emotional about it and very defensive, and this is not good for your product and this is not good for your business. You need to be flexible and open-minded, and try to learn as much as you can from the persons you're talking to. And this needs to be improved. This needs to be changed in Eastern Europe. Right, so first of all, let me thank you for that opportunity. It's great, and I'm so happy to come there. You know why? Because workshop is not necessarily presenting something, it's engaging people. So I want to work with people and I want to ask them, why are you here? Are you a product manager? You want to become one? What do you think product are? This is what I think product management is. I come to your conference because it's a large audience coming from different countries of Europe, so it's good exposure. I can inspire people, I can inform people, I can get their feedback, I can get better as a product manager, but I can also share my experience with them and say, like, you know, you guys should always keep an eye and an ear open to the audience, because you are an interface between the customer out there and your business and your money as a business, and you're learning as a team, as a company, and as a product manager. You are a central place, if you want to call it this way. You are the core of any business, so you need to know everything, and you need to be open-minded, and you need to be, you know, an integrator more than just someone who's writing a specification and defining a feature. You are an integrator inside of a business, and this is the message I want to bring at How to Web.